Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Why Russia is doubling down on Donbas and how Ukraine is defending itself. The Battle of the Donbas has begun, says Volodymyr Zelensky, pointing to Russia launching its anticipated attack on Ukraine's southeast region after withdrawing its troops from the capital Kyiv. Russia is now focusing on the region of Ukraine which is close to its border. It is an offensive that Ukraine has been expecting and its military has been preparing for, according to Mr. Zelensky. We can now say that Russian forces have started the Battle of the Donbas, for which they have long prepared, the president said. No matter how many Russian troops are driven there, we will fight. We will defend ourselves. We will do it every day. In a social media post, Ukraine's military said the second phase of the war has begun, with fighting feared to be more fierce than any since the war began on February 24. Why is Russia focused on the Donbas region? Space to play or pause, M to mute, left and right arrows to seek, up and down arrows for volume. Donbas is in Ukraine's southeast and comprises Donetsk and Luhansk regions. It is the country's mostly Russian-speaking industrial heartland, and it is where Moscow-backed separatists have been fighting Ukrainian forces for the past 8 years and have declared 2 independent republics that have been recognized by Russia. In reality, the rebel separatists have taken control of about 1/3 of the region since the fighting began in 2014. The 2014 fighting came during the Euromaidan, a turbulent period of protests prompted by then Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych's refusal to sign a free trade agreement with the EU in favor of closer ties with Russia. Ukraine's next government then excluded Russian-backed separatists from talks about the Donbas region, angering the Kremlin and the rebels. Since then there has been tension in the region, with ongoing fighting between Ukraine and the rebels. On February 24, the Kremlin launched what it called a special military operation in Donbas, but that has expanded into a full-scale invasion of Ukraine. In recent weeks, after failing to take Kyiv, the Kremlin has declared that the capture of Donbas is its main goal in the war. After withdrawing from the capital, Russian forces began regrouping and reinforcing ground troops in the east ahead of what is set to be a major battle. Ukraine's Secretary of National Security, Oleksiy Danilov, said on Monday Russia had commenced its attack on Donbas and other regions to the north. This morning, along almost the entire front line of the eastern Donetsk, Luhansk and Kharkiv regions, the occupiers attempted to break through our defenses, Mr. Danilov said. How many troops does Russia have for the offensive? It is difficult to know exactly how many Russian troops are in and around the Donbas region. Initial estimates suggest the number could be as high as 60,000 soldiers. Read more. A senior U.S. defense official, speaking on condition of anonymity to discuss the Pentagon's assessments of the war, told the Associated Press there were now 76 Russian combat units, known as battalion tactical groups, in eastern and southern Ukraine. This is an increase from last week when there were 65 units. That could translate to about 50,000 to 60,000 troops, based on the Pentagon's initial belief that a typical unit had 700 to 800 soldiers. The U.S. said Russia was also building up weapons and supplies as it attempted to encircle the region. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said Russia has added artillery, ground combat forces and other capabilities in recent days. We have seen the Russians continue to flow in enablers, capabilities that will help them fight in the Donbas going forward. That is artillery, rotary aviation helicopter support, command and control enablers, Mr. Kirby said. The capture of Mariupol, where Ukraine estimates 21,000 people have been killed, is seen as key because it would complete a land bridge between Russia and the Crimean Peninsula, seized from Ukraine in 2014. The U.S. defense official said if Russian forces succeeded in taking full control of Mariupol it could free up nearly a dozen battalion tactical groups for use elsewhere in Donbas. Read more on the Russian invasion of Ukraine. How is Ukraine preparing to face the next wave of Russian attacks? Space to play or pause, M to mute, left and right arrows to seek, up and down arrows for volume. Ukraine's military has held firm so far, keeping Russia out of Kiev and other major cities. Doing the same in the east of the country, where it shares a border with Russia, will be a greater challenge because the Russian forces there are closer to their supplies. Read more. Ukraine has called up military reservists aged between 18 and 60 while also stopping men the same age from leaving the country. But there have been thousands of Ukrainians voluntarily signing up to fight against Russia's invasion. And